actually hear me from this distance, so I'm just gonna have to film it close up. Today is June 30th. It's the week of 4th of July, and I thought what better way to celebrate 4th of July and summer than with an American Girl summer vlog. So this vlog is going to be all about summer in America, in the Midwest specifically, where I live. Everybody knows it's Americana summer this year. That is the vibe. Cape Cod, American flag sweaters, like, I don't need to explain it. I love the aesthetic, I think it's iconic, and I love that it's trending. I thought it'd be fun to kick off this vlog with a reading list, and I have 3 books I'm currently reading that have American in the title or is in the theme. I haven't finished any of these yet, so I can't give like a full review, but I will tell you about them, starting with the one I was just reading. These books are like the silliest, fluffiest YA fiction. It's a little bit embarrassing to admit that I like them so much. I've read or listened to the first 3 books in the series, and so of course, I had to read the 4th. This is Reign, the last book in the American Royal series. If you're not familiar with this series, it imagines what America would be like if George Washington had accepted a monarchy in America and his fictionalized descendants are ruling the country, and they're in their late teens, their early 20s, and it just follows like the drama of Queen Beatrice coming to succession of like the monarchy. I thought the first book was really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought the world building was really good. I liked the characters. I have to say the 2nd and 3rd books in the series I did not love so much. I felt like they weren't really going anywhere. If you're familiar with The Summer I Turned Pretty, I feel like it has the same issue where it felt like the plot wasn't really moving forward any. It was just kind of like going in circles over and over the same content as the first book. And I feel a little bit like the 4th book is doing the same thing. Of course, it's the last book in the series, so it needs to wrap up all of the plot points that have been introduced in the first 3 books. So far, there's been an unexpected twist, so that is interesting, and I am enjoying reading it. It's very light, it's a very quick read, very fun. I will say it's very politically correct, so if that bothers you, you may not enjoy it, but nonetheless, this is a fun summer read. The 2nd book on my reading list could not be more opposite. It is American Prometheus, the Oppenheimer biography, and I am reading this because of the movie. I've been trying to get this from my library for months, legitimately. I particularly wanted the experience for some reason of going to the library and picking a book off the shelf. There's something like very enjoyable to me about that. It's like a special experience where you don't have to get it on hold and then go pick it up. I was a voracious bookworm when I was a kid. I did nothing but read in my free time, read and imagine things and write. A lot of my childhood revolved around reading and books. And so I don't have as much time to read just because I'm working a lot or I'm consuming like YouTube videos instead. And I often listen to audiobooks when I'm working because like that part of my brain is free when I'm just painting. Like my hands are busy and maybe like, I don't remember which is left and right side, but maybe like the left side of my brain is occupied with painting, but the right side is free, so I can listen to something when I paint. And I actually have really strong associations with certain books or music and particular pieces of art that I've created, which, I don't know, maybe I'm an auditory learner or something. But I really love the experience of reading a book. And so when there's books that I'm particularly looking forward to, I try to get them from the library or buy a hardcover copy so I can really savor the experience of reading the book and enjoy being fully immersed in it instead of being distracted or busy doing other things. And I haven't read a good biography in a while. I'm trying to think what the last biography I read was, and I think it was Calvin Coolidge. And that was a few years ago. It's been a minute. I really love reading nonfiction history, whether that's a story about a place or a time period or the life of a famous person. I'm not really into self-help. I'm not really into like current affairs, but I do love a bit of history. I'm a little bit in, and so far it's been enjoyable. I have a feeling it's going to get more technical and it's going to get more political, and I may not enjoy the rest of the book as much. But so far, I would recommend this. I love Christopher Nolan films, and Oppenheimer was not my favorite out of all of them at all. I think if I had to rank them, and nobody asked for this, but I am going to rank them anyway. I think Inception is probably my favorite, followed by Interstellar, then Tenet, then Oppenheimer, then the Batman movies, because they were so scary and they really creeped me out, especially The Dark Knight. Absolutely terrifying. So I did pick this up because of the movie. I probably would not have read it without having seen the movie. And last but not least, I'm reading, I took the dust cover off because I love the look of a book without a dust cover. So this is The Lincoln Highway by Amor Towles. And I'd heard of Amor Towles' writing before. I didn't read A Gentleman in Moscow, but I have heard of it. And I considered reading it when it first came out. A bit of my lore is that I had a book blog when I was in high school. And so I actually would get advanced reading copies from time to time. Because I qualified to be a reader on this one site. I forgot what it was called. And so I had the option to get an advanced reading copy of A Gentleman in Moscow, but I didn't read it. When I first heard of The Lincoln Highway, the premise really intrigued me. And then last summer, I picked up this copy from Goodwill. I love looking at Goodwill for books because they're so cheap. And you can sometimes find very nice hardcover copies of books that would otherwise be really expensive. It's much slower paced, and I really appreciate that, because one of my complaints about Royals, the American Royal series, is how rushed it feels. I actually read or listened to an interview with the author, and I was so annoyed that her editor had pushed her to cut out as much extraneous content as possible because she wanted something to happen on every page. And what you get is a book that feels rushed and doesn't have time to really develop a depth that it might otherwise have. You don't really have a connection with the characters outside of what you're told. I feel like it creates a showing versus telling problem. The Lincoln Highway is slow fiction. It moves at a much more leisurely pace that creates a very different reading experience. And I really kind of wish that the American Royal series had been written that way, because I feel like there's so much potential in the concept. Out of all of these, because I've had this one for the longest, I'm the furthest through it. I'm probably about halfway through. There's a little bit of a mythology theme with these books too, because the Lincoln Highway is based loosely around the Odyssey, and then there's American Prometheus in the stack too. It's the story of two young brothers who set out to find their mother, who left them when they were young, and they travel up and down the length of the Lincoln Highway from their home in Nebraska in search of her on this epic journey. I think that about covers it all. Because I haven't finished any of these, I can't really rate them, but I was excited to share them with you. Hopefully you can hear what I said throughout this. I might try to add subtitles in case the wind is too severe. Yeah. Anyway, this is kind of a lost cause to film out here. I really wasn't expecting it to be this windy. It's also kind of cold. I came from Chicago last night and it was 90 degrees there yesterday, and now it's in the low 60s and really windy, and it feels like it's in the 50s. Could not be more different. No humidity at all. Totally opposite weather. It's very refreshing for a change, but it's kind of cold. I'm in Michigan right now. We've come up here every summer, 6 summers now, and we never had a lake to go to before, and I have to say it's like the highlight of summer. Time just moves at a different pace up here. It kind of feels like being a kid again, where when you get into your teens, or your late teens or early 20s, you don't really experience childhood boredom the way you did. Where sometimes just I just have nothing to do. And life is moving at a slow pace because you're always busy with work, or you're thinking about making money, or whatever it is. But up here, there's often not a whole lot to do except sit by the lake, read a book, hang out, eat, chat. I think I'm gonna sit here and read for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna go look at some puppies, just for fun. Not to buy one, just for the sake of looking at cute puppies.
It's okay if you don't feel the same about it. Been a while since I seen you yesterday. Now that you're awake and get a break, let me say something home. When I'm alone, I can't help thinking. Am I crazy now? Am I going mad? Cause as of lately, I've been missing what we have. Now you're right here, but there's a fear you won't come back. Now I'm busy overthinking about a moment that hasn't passed. It's razor red flags high. Seems I have a little bit of trouble trusting people. open what's inside, little by little. Oh, 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 little by little. I swear I've seen this all before. I'm even higher
Still making it anyway, but
so I'm scared to fall.
did you just do this up for me? I'm not up. Not like disappointing, but okay, how did she do this? She went the opposite way.
Let's raise the red flags high. Seems I have a little bit of trouble trusting people sometimes. Oh, my heart is paralyzed. I think it's time I try to open what's inside, little by little.
Okay, that's cute. Cool.
I've been around, but I can't get you out of my head. Try to forget, but the thoughts, they seem to drown me instead.
In a virgin mojito. Okay, I need to taste it. Watermelon, lime, well, not right. But it smells good too. It smells like coconut. I wasn't expecting that. Feel like oh,
this whole time. I've been around.
Wait.
No one else
Rachel, you look like a Land's End advertisement. You do. The best possible way. That's true.
Every minute, every hour I spend is on you every single day.
That's pretty good.
I've always wondered what it takes to send to go inside. Something about you makes me wanna be with you for a long time. Do bad, do bit it, do bad, do bit it, do day. Do bad, do bit it, do bad, do bit it, do day. Do bad, do bit it, do bad, do bit it, do day. Do bad, do bit it, do da da da.
We're at Culvers. Culvers is the In-N-Out of the Midwest. Yes. I've never had In-N-Out before. It's on my to-do list. Go to California and have In-N-Out.
Here's everything for you.
Thank you very much.
Yep, have a good one.
You too.
Good one.
Okay. This is a fry and a burger. And this appears to be... This is cheese. That's really hot.
Make my bracelet.
She made an onion ring bracelet.
I have like two.
We're blueberry picking.
You guys can just grab your buckets from the shelf and then head out.
here for 2 summers, and it was my first real job. And then I started my business, and so it's also my only real job. No, my business is an imaginary job. Harvest. These have been picked over pretty recently. And these are our family raspberry bushes, not at a farm or something. I'm straight up foraging now, but not with much success. We used to have black raspberry bushes that grew just with incredible abundance. We could come out and pick like 8 or 10 cups a day. They've all gone. There's actually a lot of unripe blackberries this year, which I don't remember there being in the past, but they're not ready to pick, so that's kind of a bust. Here's a good example. See, they're just, these are actually black raspberries, but they're not ripe yet either. I actually prefer black raspberries to blackberries because I think they're sweeter and more flavorful, but they're smaller and seedier. There's a really good bramble patch here. Yeah, here's some blackberries. These are really unripe still. So I guess I'm just gonna have blueberries and strawberries and raspberries. I got like that many raspberries from my yard. Real buttermilk and pancakes is such a game changer. Half of the good with pancakes is to let the butter brown before you start cooking pancakes. It's really good.
Found peonies. I found $4, so I got a couple of pinchers. Last time I bought peonies, I paid $10 for 5, so about $4 is a pretty good deal.
It is now Wednesday, and I am going to make a summer berry trifle for the picnic that's tomorrow. We've had trifles, we've had pavlovas at the picnic, and they've always been a hit, so I think this is going to be a really good dessert. I'm starting with the pastry cream, currently. I'm so sorry, my dad is power washing and my brother is home right outside. Maybe this will just have to be with music. South of France, we had this ice cream sundae that was pistachio, rose, and peach, and it had these little meringue drops on top, and they were the loveliest crunchy bit of texture. So that's what I'm going to create here to put like on top of the trifle, and then I think I'm also going to just make the rest of the meringue and break it into pieces and put it inside. wait to put this together until the day it's being served because I don't want it to get soggy because it has this meringue addition in it. Honestly, I'm not sure what order this all goes in, but I think I'm just gonna wing it, start adding things, and then see how it goes. Hopefully this isn't dry. I feel like I'm running out of... I made way too much cake, but I even like reduced the recipe. It's Ina Garten's flag cake, sour cream, and it's really moist. Yeah, oh, it's meringues. I thought some crunchy pieces would be a nice addition. I should have piped around instead of using this spoon. It was kind of messy. I had to go get more cream.
Or by how much, or by just a watermelon cost.
Okay, here's the finished product. I think it looks so cute.
Okay, and I know something about.
Just like that, another 4th of July has come and gone. It went by so fast, and then everyone's leaving, and yeah, we'll do it again next year. It's getting dark now, so the show is beginning. It's been going on for a while, actually. It's already really, really hazy out here. I don't know if it's just because it's still, or if there's more fireworks than usual, but yeah. There's also lightning bugs, which is a really fun summer feature. I have a lot of memories of catching fireflies as a kid. See if I can catch a firefly. Success! Oh, where'd you go? Come back here. Gotta show them your light. I'm not usually a bug person. Oh! I'll have to get another one. Okay. Oh, it's a tiny one. Wow. I've never seen one this small. Oh. Oh, can you see? Don't fly away. There we go. Oh. Got another one, guys. Still in my hand. I feel it crawling around. There we go. It's gonna fly away if I release it too quickly. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a lightning bug, also known as a firefly. I don't usually like bugs, but I like fireflies. I love fireworks. When I was a little kid, and I remember this, I don't know how old I was. I must have been like 3. 4. I was probably 4. We went to see a fireworks show in Michigan, and Lauren was just observing. Rachel was under the blanket because she doesn't like loud noises, and I was describing all the fireworks. My dad still recounts this. I'd be like, an Easter firework, a Christmas firework. I guess my enthusiasm and enjoyment of fireworks hasn't really diminished much with time. They're just so much fun. Distracting because holy smokes, look at this mushroom. You can't see how big it is, but it's absolutely enormous. What in the world? I've never seen a mushroom that big.
Welcome to the exciting world of kids.